Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. We are back for some player props and spreads in the NBA for Saturday, April 17th. As you can see, I'm switching locations every single video. That's not by design, but as you saw in yesterday's video, I was in the car in the middle of Zion National Park, completely pitch black outside. Today, I'm in Las Vegas, and finally, I've been preaching this for the past couple days. Today is the day where I am going to go into the sports book down below in the hotel that we are in. I'm going to place a parlay that equals the amount of subscribers we have. So at this moment, as I record this, we are at 3,340 subscribers. So I will place a parlay that is the payout, 3,340 subscribers if I went in right now. And if that parlay cashes, I'm giving one random subscriber 20% of those winnings. That would be over $600, almost $700. But that number can keep climbing. So keep clicking that like and subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Man, we are on a 31-11 run. Yesterday we went 4-3, maybe 3-4, depending on what you got that Westbrook line at. I had it at 23.5 rebounds and assists. And it might have been at 24.5. I believe he ended right at 24. Either way, we're going to keep on trekking 31-11 last 6 days. And like we said, we got another parlay of the day going today. And we have that parlay of the day promo that I'm doing in Vegas. If you want to enter, it's free. Plus, you get to see our daily NBA and MLB videos. Really appreciate all the support. Man, it's been a wild one. You'll see today's video will be a little crazy. Sunday will be crazy. And then Monday, we're back in the same place. Let's get into these picks for today. Like I just talked about, Russell Westbrook, I'm back in on him, assuming that he is playing again today. You're looking at him playing the Pistons. And, we're taking his same line, 23.5, 24.5 rebounds and assists. I think he crushes that out of the water today against this Pistons team. If you look back at their past two matchups earlier this season, once on April 1st, Westbrook went out and dropped 11 and 12, so 23 combined. He just misses it by 1 to 2. Can't complain that he misses it by that close. And you look at it, the Wizards only scored 91 points in that game, well below their season average. Well, you look back a couple days before that, March 27th, he had 19 rebounds and 10 assists, easily hitting that rebounds and assists player prop that's been cashing nonstop, maybe 9 of his past 11 games, something wild like that, maybe 10 of 12, something crazy. I'd bet on it. I'd bet on maybe a Russell Westbrook triple-double and player performance double plus a win, or just take the rebounds and assists combined straight up. I'm taking it and rolling with it. He should hit it with ease tonight against the Pistons. Moving on, Stephen Curry, over 32.5 points. This could go up to 33.5. I'm still taking it. I think he's going to go off against the Celtics team. Sure, you got Marcus Smart, but I'm not too scared of Marcus Smart. He'll probably just get in foul trouble within 10 minutes of the games. No, not even 10 minutes. I'll give him 3 minutes, and then he's probably got 3 fouls. Stephen Curry, great. He's been greatness, and as you can see, I got the notepad again. Here's his game log. 32 points last game, 36, 37, 41, 32, 38, 53, 42, 33. You get it at 32.5 points. You're looking at a player that has cashed that in, 7 of the last 9 games. He's almost averaged 40 points per game in the month of April. He's been absolutely on fire. No one hotter than him in the NBA. No pause, not doing that. He's averaging nearly 40 points per game in April. The last matchup these two teams played back in February 2nd, Curry, 38 points. I believe he had 11 rebounds, maybe 8 assists. He did it all that night. I'm betting on him again. Stephen Curry, over 32.5 points. Say less. I guarantee you he will be in the parlay that I will be placing for the large payout for all of you guys. So click that like and subscribe button if you're new. Let's keep rolling. Third pick of the day, Stephen Curry's teammate. We're taking Draymond Green, over 14.5 rebounds and assists. Truthfully, that was like minus 128. Still take it at 15.5. Obviously, I'd love it at 14.5. But if you can take it at 15.5, still like it. And here's why. One, like we talked about, February 2nd, these two teams played. Draymond Green, 18 combined rebounds and assists. Absolutely went off. He's hit this in 4 of his last 6 games, including against the Celtics, including a 1-1 split without Curry last year. So if you look at it, the last 4 games against the Celtics, he's hit this in 3 of them with Curry, which is really all you're looking for. One, the Celtics will be without Time Lord Robert Williams. He is injured. And then you're thinking about it, obviously James Wiseman is out for the season. Hopefully he gets well soon. But they're going to be playing a small ball lineup. I don't think they will want to have Draymond Green on Jason Tatum. Just doesn't seem like a good matchup. I feel like they'll want to put him more like on a Tristan Thompson, or I don't really even know who the heck the Celtics are starting at center nowadays. But I think they'll want Draymond Green on him, and I think Draymond Green absolutely feasts. I just think he does. They're going to play small ball. They won't want to have Kevon Looney or any of the other guys in the game. Draymond Green, center today, and I think will pile up the rebounds, pile up the assists. It's a passionate game. You know Draymond, he's a passionate player. He's going to wake up, want to destroy the Celtics team. They're an iconic franchise. Draymond's riding with him. We're riding with him. Take his over, 14.5 rebounds and assists. Last player prop of the day before we get into 2 or 3 leans. Boom, Chris Paul, over 8.5 assists. Why? Spurs, bad against point guards. 1, and then 2. Chris Paul hit this in 31 of 54 games this year. That's about 57%. You love to see that. He's hit this in 4 straight games, including 8 of his last 9 games. All that we need is the Spurs to keep this game close, and I think he hits this with ease. He still might even hit it even if it is a blowout. We're taking Chris Paul over 8.5 assists. Say less. Moving on. And then here's our 3 spreads and over-unders of the day before we get into 1 lean for player props and the parlay of the day. We're talking Boston Celtics. Man, I hate betting on Boston. And honestly, I could see the Warriors winning this game, but I'm betting with the numbers. The Warriors are 5 and 14. Let me correct it. 5 and 14 against the spread as an away underdog. I'm just going to ride the trend here. I think the Celtics are kind of finding a groove. They'll be without Robert Williams, which you don't love, but the Warriors legit. You take Curry off that Warriors team, and we're talking like probably a high school level team. Sorry, if you're a Warriors fan out there, I'm sorry. You know it, and if you don't acknowledge it, then you're lying. That Warriors team without Curry, and Curry can't play 48 minutes. I'm sorry, he can't. I mean, he could, but he'll probably be dead after that. When you take him out, that team is just god-awful, and I think that's where Boston has the advantages with that second unit, who they did just pick up Jabari Parker, so happy to see. Hopefully he gets some run because he's talented, but never gets any time in the NBA. We're taking Boston. Boston minus 4.5 versus the Warriors. Like I said, Warriors 5 and 14 against the spread as away underdogs. Boston's middle of the pack, 11, 10 and 1 against the spread as home favorites. Moving on, we're riding 2 more trends. So we got 3 trend picks. Bucks Grizzlies taking the over 236.5. Here's why. 1, Grizzlies as an away team, the over 17 and 8 in their away games. As a home team for the Bucks, 17 and 9, which is second in the NBA. 2 trends, both positive. We're taking the over. Grizzlies haven't been playing a whole lot of defense. Giannis will be back for the Bucks. When Giannis is there, they're dropping 120, 125 with ease. Grizzlies haven't played much defense of late. I think this over hits with ease. Over 236.5. Lock it in. Last spread of the day. Another one. This is an over-under. We're riding with the trend. Suns versus Spurs, over 229. A lot of points for a Spurs game. Spurs are only 13 and 11 as an away team, so not necessarily like great or bad, but the Suns 19 and 12. They're 5th in the NBA as a home team in terms of overs. I was already leaning the overs, then I saw those numbers kind of give me some more boost. You look at the Suns, sometimes they play games where they're just like, yo, we ain't playing defense. We don't need to play defense against your sorry team, and that's what I think they do today. They don't really need to play much defense to beat this Spurs team. Sometimes the Suns like to play with their food, just let other teams shoot a bunch of threes, a la the Houston Rockets that they are combining for like 260 points, allowing the Rockets to drop 120 each and every night. That's wild. We're taking the Suns Spurs over 229, riding with those 2 trends. Speaking of Suns Spurs, we're taking a player. This is my last lean of the day before we do a recap. DeMar DeRozan over 11.5 rebounds and assists. I got a lot of rebounds and assist lines in there, so hopefully you have them. But if you look at DeMar DeRozan, he's hit that in 4 of his last 5 games. Truthfully, someone's got to generate some offense for that Spurs team. Sure, the Suns are a good defensive team, but I don't really think they're going to play a whole lot of defense today. If they do, this over-under is an absolute lie. They will end up at near 200 points if the Suns show up and play some defense. It'll be like 103 to 96 kind of game. But recap, this is my parlay of the day, the ones I'm most confident in. Russell Westbrook, if he's out there, take his rebounds and assist line. Draymond Green, over 14.5 rebounds and assists. And then as my last spread of the day, I will be going with, I'll lean Bucks Grizzlies. Bucks Grizzlies over 236.5. I think those are your 3 favorite bets of the day. But a recap of all of them. Obviously, we already had Russell Westbrook over 24.5 rebounds and assists. Stephen Curry over 32.5 points. I'll even do 33.5 if I have to. Draymond Green, second favorite play of the day, over 14.5 rebounds and assists. Chris Paul over 8.5 assists. Boston Celtics minus 4.5 versus the Golden State Warriors. Then our last two trends, Bucks Grizzlies over 236.5 points. Suns versus Spurs over 229. And a final lean, I'm not sure if I will bet it just because I don't want to have too many bets on the same game. It's going to be DeMar DeRozan over 11.5 rebounds and assists, about minus 104 value. So not too bad. Like I said, shout out to all of you guys for clicking that like and subscribe button. Really, thanks for supporting me during this crazy time. I'm still on vacation, but still getting that content out for you guys. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. It was in the pitch black. I just faded into black, and you couldn't see anything. It was fun recording it, even though it was freezing out there. But I'm in a hotel room tonight, about to go catch some sleep, as it is 12:30 a.m. in Pacific Standard Time, so 3:30 a.m. to my normal time, which I live in Florida. You don't love to see that, but we're still grinding for you guys. Show that support. Get your grandma, get your friends to all subscribe. Maybe they'll even win that parlay of the day if that cashes. Maybe they'll win $600, $700. Who knows? Click that like and subscribe button. Get your friends, parents, grandma, your pets, pet snail, pet snake, whatever, pet dog, I don't care. Get them all to subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate all the support. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Probably be in the same spot as the hotel room. You'll see me. Catch you guys again soon. Let's make some money.